What's up guys, and welcome to the ultimate winter build. In this video, we're gonna be doing the things that are absolutely 100% critical and that you should be doing at home when the temperature starts to drop. The best part is, these things aren't gonna cost you anything, or very little. First thing, the battery. Your battery is probably the most likely thing to give you problems this winter, but there's a few easy things you can do, give it a clean bill of health, and keep your car humming along all winter long. The first thing, and often overlooked, is a battery water level check. Now, most new batteries will have an external gauge that you can view from the outside, but if yours does not, you can simply open it up on the top, look inside, and if it's low, simply add some water until it hits the full mark. And next is the battery terminals themselves. We're looking for nice, clean terminals free of any corrosion. Now, if you do see corrosion, you can take the terminals off and clean them up with a wire brush. And even if you've got a battery like this Odyssey that doesn't require any water, the best thing you can do for any battery at all is just keeping it charged. These tips will help ensure that your battery lasts this winter and many winters to come. Now this next one's incredibly easy, but as temperatures start to fall, we notice it puts a lot more stress on the hoses inside the engine bay, particularly the coolant hoses. Doing a simple visual check on the hoses as well as the coolant reservoir's fluid level, well, it can either help you identify a problem before it becomes catastrophic or just give you reassurance that everything's okay. And looks like we're good to go. Filling up your windshield washer reservoir, because being behind a semi and getting blasted with salt water really sucks, but what sucks even more is when you go to hit the sprayer and realize you forgot to fill it. Super quick, easy, only costs you a few bucks, and it's just reassurance that you've always got it when you need it. And while you're in the engine bay, always make it a habit to check the oil. You just wanting to make sure that it's at the full line and that it's not excessively dirty. Looks like this one's about due, which is fine because, well, I'd rather change the oil now before the weather gets really bad. And how about tire pressure? Well, chances are, if you're checking in the wintertime, it's gonna be a bit low. Much like this one. Now, I would highly recommend to run a few PSI higher in the winter than you would run in the summer. There's a lot of reasons for it, but mainly to compensate for the cold air, particularly if you're measuring your tire pressure in a warm shop or your garage, because when you go outside, it's quite a bit colder and you could expect the tire to lose a few PSI depending on the day. "35 PSI, that's exactly where we want to be. And while you're checking the air pressure, it's always a good idea to give the tire a once over. Mainly, we're looking for tread depth and condition of the tire, but it's also good to make sure what type of tire you have. This BFG is an all-season and should do fairly well in the snow with enough tread depth. Now, if you have a summer-only tire, now's the time to swap them out, because once the temperatures drop below 40, they're basically unsafe. And that's it for this episode, guys. Now, I'm sure I missed something, and if I did, make sure to comment down below. It would really help us out, but I'm genuinely curious if there's something that you guys do to prepare your car for winter that's not super expensive and pretty easy to do. And while you're down there, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe because, well, on the next episode, we're gonna do something a bit more exciting. So stay tuned, and we'll see you on the next one.